Good morning. Boy, it has been a rough one today. Woke up a little bit later than I wanted to and had to run to the gas station to get some water because unfortunately I forgot to take my blender bottle in the house and wash it last night and did not have anything to mix my shake in. So we're doing salted caramel again today. It's a little weird when you're videoing in front of your gas station and everybody keeps looking at you. So even though I don't like doing it, I'm gonna have to mix it in the little container that the shake comes in. I stopped and got some water. I'm so dehydrated. Yesterday was a crazy day to say the least. So let's add our water. Hopefully I don't make a huge mess because I have no change of clothes today. Normally I try to remember to carry a change of clothes because I am a nurse and crazy things do happen, but I did not grab anything this morning. So I wish that these were not cold. I don't like cold water. I like it room temperature or even a little warm. If it sits in my car all day, I'm happy. But I have a feeling that I will finish that by the time I get to work because I am so dehydrated. So we're hoping for the best. Maybe this will mix up correctly this time. Flip it and do this. I'm just sitting here appreciating all the people wearing their mask. Oh, there's a Domino's mask. I love those. The guy who checked me out at the gas station had a Resident Evil mask. He commented on my Jack and Sally, and we got to talking about the mask. Told him I was a nurse, and it's kind of like a no-brainer that I'm gonna have one, but I can only wear my cute ones when I'm out because when I'm at work I have to wear my N95s. Yesterday I finished my shake, I got to work, I sipped on coffee a little bit, and that was pretty much all I drank all day. And then I had some loaded baked potato soup, about this much in a container, so probably a full cup by the diameter of the bowl as well. 1 cup of potato soup, and that was all I had yesterday. That was it. Oh no, I did have 2 Now and Laters and 2 Lemon Head, the gumball size ones. So I didn't do too hot yesterday, but yesterday I was in the director of nursing office talking to her about some things that are going on at work. And one of the therapists came running and got me. One of our residents had went into respiratory distress. And not only because of COVID, but just respiratory distress, in general. That kind of makes you move a little faster. And so ran to her room and ended up sending her out. I sometimes can't even recall all the things that happen because as an emergency starts, I am that nurse who immediately starts delegating. You do this, blah, blah, blah. And so by the time we got her out, I noticed I was in a lot of pain, and she was a larger woman, and the EMTs needed help positioning her on the gurney, and the EMT, I think I need an ENT, I'm all congested again, the EMS personnel, I'll get my letters right in a minute, I have not had coffee, you can always tell, they had not locked the gurney that we were transferring her to. So I went to help reposition her, and there were 4 other people working with me to reposition her, and the gurney moved. And so a little bit after she was out, my lower back started hurting, and in between my shoulder blades started hurting. Now, before anybody comments, I know how to lift. I know how to lift with my legs. I know how to position and align my body so that I don't get hurt. But sometimes in the throes of it all, in the heat of the moment, when you are trying to do a very fast job of getting somebody to a higher level of emergency medical care, things happen. And that thing apparently has happened to me. It took me quite a few minutes to be able to get up this morning. My lower back is screaming at me. My upper back doesn't hurt right now. It probably will hurt later through the day, like kind of maybe be a little sore just because of the way that I sit. I do tend to hunch quite a bit, and I've been trying to work on my posture while I'm sitting in my chair at work, and so I'm sure that I'm going to really feel this later today. I'm debating on whether or not I should go to the doctor and have them evaluate my lower back, just because I do have a history of back issues, and I definitely don't want something like this to really take away from what I'm able to do. But I'm appreciative that my therapy team knows that when they come and get me, things are going to happen, and they're going to happen quickly, and it's just going to be what it is. And they know that in the middle of an emergency like that, I'm going to be firm and be direct, and I'm going to bark orders, and everybody just needs to do them. Whatever your instructions are, that's what I expect from you. And we did really well getting her out. She was admitted to the hospital with a laundry list of things, so I'm glad we got her out when we did. I do believe we were able to make the right decision for that resident. A lot of the times in a SNF, nursing home, whatever you call us, we are a long-term care facility as well as an acute rehab. A lot of the times, almost everything we can handle in-house. We start IVs, we start respiratory support, but there are certain times as a nurse when you just feel in your bones that you're not going to be able to provide the support that that person needs. And that was yesterday. As soon as I walked in her room, I just got that feeling. And so, that being said, I did not go to the gym yesterday, not because I couldn't, I did not want to push it. And I feel like I got my workout yesterday. I really do. I feel like I got my workout. Sorry, I'm trying to keep lip gloss on at all times. Because my lips are so dry, and it's making it worse because I'm dehydrated. And my lips are always the first thing. That's my first indicator that I'm truly dehydrated. My lips get super, super papery feeling, and it's horrible. So I'm trying to keep that on. I can't remember what, and of course I can't see. Of course I can't. I think this is the let's see. It's the NYX Butter Gloss. One of my absolute favorites, and the color that I'm wearing today is Madeline. And I picked this one up because it is a beautiful nude color, and my daughter's name is Madeline. And when she was little, everybody would call her Madeline, and she would get so sassy about it. She would say, "My name is Madeline, not Madeline." And so, a little bit of nostalgia there. But today, I have no idea what the day will hold for me. I have my shake. I did my Phentermine. For lunch today, I have a salad. It's in my refrigerator. I actually ordered a salad yesterday. I knew that I was wanting a salad. I did a half salad with no chickens, no dressing. So it's basically like an enhanced garden salad. And I didn't get to eat it. One, I wasn't hungry, and two, there was just no time. Yesterday, I really found that my appetite had decreased until probably about 5 o'clock in the evening. And then I wasn't starving, but I definitely wanted to snack. I wanted some sort of crunch. I wanted my typical, I want something quick and easy, and what do I have? So I went through my office and got those couple of pieces of candies, and then I did have a couple of cucumbers left in the refrigerator. I didn't want to eat those. I wanted to save them for today to go with my salad. I have a jar of pickles in there, but I wasn't feeling a pickle, and I realized after I had those 4 pieces, but those 2 different kinds of candies, I actually was not like dying to have something else. So I can tell that there's a change in my appetite, where before, if I got to that snack point, there was no stopping me. I was going to eat an entire family-sized bag of chips, probably with an entire family-sized thing of dip. There was probably going to be multiple other things that I would munch on in between, and I've noticed that that is much easier to control now that we are into, let's see, today's day 10 of eating in moderation and choosing the shakes and doing the Phentermine. And I just wish that I was going to the gym every day. That's the only thing that I'm a little disappointed in, is that I haven't worked it out yet. I haven't figured out that sweet spot in my day where I can leave work having still gotten everything accomplished, and it's frustrating. But there's just a lot going on at work right now. We're very short on our administrative staff, and we're trying to fill some positions. We fill them with people that we think can handle the job, and they come in and realize that they're not just going to get an office to themselves and be able to go hide out in an office, that they're actually going to have to come to work and perform. And sometimes that means hitting the floor and getting out there and helping our residents. And so it's frustrating because I don't understand the lack of compassion that some nurses feel and the sense of entitlement. I just don't get it. We have nurses that come in who feel like just because they have certain letters behind their name, or because they worked here at one time, that they automatically are entitled to not have the same responsibilities as everyone else. And that's really upsetting, because I go to work every day not knowing if I'm going to end up having to hit the floor or if I'm going to actually be able to just work on my job. So I had a very long conversation with my consultant the other day, because I had gotten to the point I was ready to quit. I was stressed out. I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't see any benefit of me being there, because I was working so hard all the time, and we still are not where we need to be. And it's not for lack of me trying. And so I had gotten really down on myself. And after talking to her, I realized I was just having a moment. I needed to kind of get myself together, and realized how much I do appreciate and love my job. And so cannot figure out what is going on with this hair. Just doesn't want to lay right. It keeps like flipping right here. I love my job. I love what I do. It's extremely stressful right now, but I'm giving it absolutely everything I have to give. And because of that, I'm satisfied at the end of the day now when I go home. I had been going home and just laying there. If I wasn't working from home, I was laying there thinking about work. And after talking to my consultant, I realized I can only do so much. And I'm doing a good job at what I do. So that being said, I'm going into this week with a different outlook on things and trying to be a little bit more positive. I had gotten negative for quite a bit. And so that was kind of disturbing that I had gotten to that point. So I'm on my way to work now, and I'm gonna walk in with a smile on my face. Not that anybody can tell, because we are in N95s again, and face shields. So that's a cute look. I did match my outfit to my face shield today, sort of. So I have a green face shield. Yes, they are kind of glow in the dark green. I don't know if that was intended, like if that was purposeful that was done. I don't know. But these headbands were actually donated to us. There's not a good way for me to do that. Okay, so that's how the face shield sits on your face. And it's basically, mine is so dirty. Oh my gosh, I need to clean that. They basically go like a headband, only this way instead of this way. And they stay actually pretty good. The only problem is they built them with these so that you could hook your mask into them. And that 100% does not work for me because it gets caught in this thick, coarse hair of mine. And the next thing I know, I'm ripping my hair out. So that is, that's the only downfall to that type of face shield. I do have some that have the sponge and the headband that sits right here, and it kind of lifts it out from your face a little bit more, and then it has like an elastic that kind of goes around your head. I do have some of those, and then someone actually made us a different type of face shield that has little pieces of plastic that are tapered to different sizes. I don't know the word, but when you push, then there's like a piece of tubing, like really soft plastic tubing, and so you fit it around your head and you slide the little tubing on, and you can make it a bit smaller or larger depending on the circumference of your head. Those are nice, but those slide right down the back of my head, or the plastic kind of like pulls at all this thick, coarse hair back here. So those are the least comfortable. The headband or the elastic band ones are okay. I tend to get hotter in those. I don't know what the difference is. It's just the way they feel. So, and then because I've been having such bad respiratory issues and trouble breathing, this is the N95 that I am currently using. We do have different styles, and that is the one that is least restrictive and makes me feel less claustrophobic. I don't have a true case of claustrophobia. I get extremely anxious if there's anything over my face, and so it's not technically claustrophobia. I had a brother who was 8 years older than me, and at times growing up, he would like to torture me a little bit. And I remember a couple of times him putting a pillow over my face, probably to shut me up, because I never did. And so, apparently when you touch the side of your steering wheel while you're coughing, your car tries to call somebody, probably call for help. But I have those memories of something being pressed against my face and not being able to breathe. So with certain N95s, when they make the seal, when they make the correct seal, I literally start to panic. And I pull them right back off. I've told my boss multiple times, it's not for lack of wanting to follow the rules, but I would much rather wear the surgical mask with a cloth mask with a surgical mask. Because the N95s that we were issued at work, there was never a fit test done, and so it's not a true N95. They can say whatever they want to say. They gave us an N95 and showed us how to put it on. There was no fit test. There was nothing to make sure that the seal was correct. So I wear the one that I showed you that has the enhanced filter on the front. And that's the one that I can put up with for now. It's not to say that I'm going to continue to be able to wear that one. I don't know. So that's it, guys. At this point, I'm just rambling, and probably because I have not had coffee. So once I get to work, I will see what the day has in store for me, and then hopefully during lunch I will be able to do an eat with me. I used to do those years ago. If you scroll through any of my old videos from way back when, oh my lord, years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, something like that, I used to do lunch with a nurse, where I was working at this very prestigious place, and I would go get my lunch and lock myself in my office and sit in there and eat and just talk. And it was a great time. I loved doing that. I loved doing it. And then I would tell a little bit of the history about the building that I was in, because there were some areas that you could go down kind of under the hospital, and there were some spooky stories to be told for sure. But so I don't know, hopefully I'll be able to sit down and eat that salad and you guys can join me. So have a great morning, make good choices. As always, if you guys are starting your journey, in the middle of your journey, don't care about a journey, but you like laughing at me because I ramble and I have hummingbird brain, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around, because this time next year you guys are going to be like, oh my god, is that even the same person? There's lots of good things on the horizon, lots of good things. So have a great morning. Peace and palm love.